Look, let's be real for a second. Have you ever been stuck in Third Mainland Bridge traffic at 7 p.m., watching the fuel needle on your dashboard dance dangerously close to E, while your phone buzzes with a urgent 2K request from a cousin you haven't spoken to in 3 years?
This traffic is too much and fuel is almost done. Urgent 2K? The pressure no the end. I have to figure this out.
You've got a good job in Lekki or an oil farm. You're checking the boxes. You aren't out here buying gold-plated steaks or flying private, but you're buying groceries at ShopRite, paying a rent that goes up by 40% every year because the dollar rose, and maybe, just maybe, putting a little bit into your piggy vest. But the math isn't adding up. You feel like you're running on a treadmill that's slowly being tilted upward, and no matter how fast you sprint, you're staying in the exact same place. Here's the scary part. Nigeria is designed to make you lose money even when you think you're winning. I'm not talking about the 500 naira you gave the Agbero or the Netflix subscription you forgot to cancel. That's amateur hour. I am talking about a systematic, psychological, and mathematical drain, the black tax, the inflation trap, and the big boy facade that is stripping away your wealth while you sleep. By the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly what your life looks like at every salary level in this country. And I promise you, the rich people you envy are often more broke than the guys selling plantain chips in traffic. My name is Prime, and I spend way too much time thinking about the invisible forces that keep Nigerians in a perpetual middle class struggle. If you're someone who feels like you're doing everything right, but the Naira is still doing gain with your future, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. It really helps the channel, and honestly, we need to get this message out before conventional wisdom ruins another generation's retirement. What's one? The survivalist, 50,000 naira to 150,000 naira. Here's the thing, at this level, you aren't living. You are performing a daily miracle. We are taught that saving is the ultimate virtue, but how do you save when a bag of rice is nearly your entire monthly take home? Sweet mother of compound interest, this is where the trauma starts. If you have 100,000 naira sitting in a standard savings account and inflation in Nigeria is 18-30% plus, you aren't saving. You are watching your hard work melt like ice under the Lagos sun. Safe is often just a fancy word for guaranteed to lose slowly. At this level, your biggest expense isn't food, it's hope. You spend money on looking presentable for a job that doesn't pay you enough to buy the clothes you're wearing to work. You just do it with a smile on your face, hoping for that one big break. 2. The comfortable trap, 250,000 naira to 600,000 naira. Now, you might be thinking, Prime, once I hit 500,000, I'm chilling. No, you're not. This is where the hedonic treadmill turns into a high-speed downfall with no brakes. This is the level where you move from a face me I face you to a service apartment in Yaba or a mini flat in Aja.
Brunch for days, meanwhile I'm here stressing bills. Rent, fuel, family too? This is too much.
Your phone is a 24/7 delivery system for envy. You see a colleague post a photo of a brunch at a spot in Victoria Island, and suddenly your homemade jollof feels gray. Here's what most people don't realize. Your income is not your wealth. In Nigeria, as your salary grows, your black tax grows exponentially. Suddenly, you are the rich uncle or rich auntie. Your expenses are the gravity that holds your wealth down. I have met managers in Lagos making 600,000 naira a month who are functionally broke. They are one car breakdown or one health emergency from the village, away from total collapse because their minimum viable life requires 550,000 naira to sustain. 3. The middle class illusion, 1 million naira to 3 million naira. This is where it gets really interesting. At this level, you start thinking in dollars but spending in naira. You buy a used Tokumbo SUV because the roads are bad, but really, it's because you want to feel like you've arrived. But let's look at the mathematical gut punch. Imagine steady Sule and aggressive Amaka. Sule earns 2 million naira and keeps 5 million naira in a Nigerian bank account because he's waiting for the right business. Amaka earns the same, but converts her extra cash to USD or global index funds. If the Naira devalues by 40%, which it does just by waking up on the wrong side of the bed, Sul hasn't just lost value, he has lost time. That delay in protecting his purchasing power can literally cost him his ability to retire in 10 years. Most people think the risk is losing money in the market. No, in Nigeria, the real risk, the one that actually destroys lives, is currency risk. It's the ghost in the machine, the psychological trap, the soul crushing truth. There's a deep, touching sadness in seeing a Nigerian professional trade 70 hours a week, braving the gridlock, the hormonal stress, and the workplace politics just to pay for a lifestyle they are too tired to enjoy. You are trading your soul for stuff. You buy the latest iPhone to fit in, but that phone loses half its value in 6 months. While your soul, well, you don't get a refund on your 30s. We are a culture of appearance over assets. We would rather look like 10 million naira while having 10,000 naira in the bank than the other way around. Chai, we need to do better. The tax drag of corruption and inefficiency. Let's talk about the bill nobody wants to see, the inefficiency tax. In other countries, and there is taxes paid for light and water. In Nigeria, you pay a 1.5% expense ratio on your life just by running a generator. Over a 40-year career, the cost of providing your own infrastructure, fuel, security, water, can eat up to 40% of your potential final wealth. You are doing 100% of the work, taking 100% of the risk, and giving away nearly half of the reward to a system that isn't even working for you. It's like having a roommate who steals one slice of pizza every time you order. You still feel full, but you're paying for a whole pie you never got to eat. Actionable steps. Stop the Nigerian bleed. So how do we fix this? 1. Audit your safety. If you have millions sitting in a 0.01% savings account while inflation is 30%, you are burning your house to stay warm. Move it to high-yield dollar-backed assets or productive businesses. 2.
I can't keep living like this. Time to let go of all this. Simplicity feels right. Now, I'm ready.
Kill the ego. Stop buying Aso Ebi you can't afford for weddings of people who won't visit you in the hospital. The wealthiest Nigerians I know don't wear their net worth on their sleeves. Wealth is what you don't see. 3. The 1% rule. Look at your maintenance costs. If your car or your big boy lifestyle is eating more than 20% of your income, you are being robbed by your own vanity. 4. Automate the discipline. Set up an automatic transfer to your investment account the second your salary hits. If the money never enters your spending brain, you won't miss it.
I'll start later.
Look at the time slipping away
I see it now.
before it's all gone.
It's the final revelation. Time is the only currency. Here is the most interesting take I can give you. Money in Nigeria is just a proxy for time. Every naira you waste on a useless social obligation or a depreciating asset is a piece of your future freedom you just set on fire. When you lose money this way, you aren't just losing currency. You are losing the ability to retire 3 years earlier. You are losing the ability to say no to a toxic boss. You are losing the ability to be present for your family because you have to hustle until you're 80. The math is simple, but the emotional weight is heavy. Conclusion. Look, the world, and especially the Nigerian economy, is designed to keep you broke, distracted, and consuming. But you're watching this, which means you're already ahead of 90% of the population. You don't have to be a Yahoo boy or a corrupt politician to get rich. You just have to stop being the person who leaks money through 1,000 tiny cuts. Fix the math, master your psychology, and for the love of all things holy, stop waiting for the perfect time to start. The perfect time was 10 years ago. The second best time is right now. Take one action today, just one. Future you is either going to thank you or they are going to be working a shift at 75, wondering where it all went. Choice is yours. My name is Prime, and I'll see you in the next one.